I feel like I'm in a weird spot because I don't really know the angle for this. Raiders obviously lose in overtime on a tipped pass, extra 2-point conversion, 30-29. The problem is I do think this is like a good all-around game. And I made a video that nobody watched because nobody wants to hear anything positive ever, right? I'm just supposed to say we're going to lose every single game. That's what everybody wants to hear. Sorry. Not going to spoon feed you the negativity. You've got 9 other YouTube channels to spoon feed you the negativity. I knew this offense was going to look significantly better. Like, people are like, oh, is Brock Bowers just that good? Yeah, yes. People will be wide open when Brock is out there. And Gino will look significantly better when Brock is out there. Did he have a horrific interception? Yes, no doubt. But on the flip side, he threw 4 touchdowns. Led us down there multiple times to score multiple touchdowns. He didn't get a 68-yard field goal dropped on his head. He didn't fail to get a defensive stop with a minute to go where all you have to do is make sure that they don't kick a field goal. He didn't miss an extra point. And I feel like a crazy person having to preface my take by saying, no, I don't think Geno Smith is going to be on the roster next year. It's going to be a rookie quarterback starting. That's what I want to do. But if we're talking about the here and now, November 2nd, what do you want me to do? You want me to scream and yell about a tipped pass where he's looking at the wide receiver, Tyler Lockett, who's doing jumping jacks wide open in the end zone? Oh, a better quarterback wouldn't have had that tipped. Every single quarterback in the league that's under 6'5" would have had that ball tipped. Oh, he's staring down his receiver. Yeah, because he's wide open. Geno Smith has now played 2 good games this year, and both games were with a healthy Brock Bowers. This isn't the defense of Geno Smith. This is just like what happened, right? The defense for the most part was really good, but I feel like when the moment is biggest, Patrick Graham is like not able to figure it out. And you know who did figure it out today? Chip Kelly, because he had his horses. It's amazing what the offensive coordinator can do when he has the players that his offense was designed around. It's like when he's got rookie wide receivers and third-string tight ends out there and backup offensive linemen, and he can't call a good play. We're all like, Jesus, Chip Kelly sucks. Well, what about today? What happened today against the Jacksonville Jaguars defense, who is tops in the league at taking the ball away? Was that a fluke? Was this a fluky game? Because we've had 2 instances now of the focal point of the offense being out there. We didn't even have a Colton Miller in this game. Didn't matter. We protected Geno enough. We only had a handful of rushing yards because we had to pass the ball to stay in the game. But it was working. It's just frustrating when I make a video saying I think the offense is going to look significantly better, and every single comment is, oh, you chump, you fell for it again. And then when we lose, they're going to say, see, I told you, as if they thought we were going to throw 4 touchdown passes. Sure. The box score. Total yards, pretty even. Passing yards, we win. Rushing yards, they win. Yards per play, very good, 5.5. Both had 26 first downs. Both are really good on third down. 7 for 10 for us on third down is phenomenal. 2 sacks allowed to 1 sack allowed. That's not terrible. Only 1 punt. Penalties are pretty even. And the turnover battle was the same. They had time of possession way longer because they had more methodical drives. But yeah, man, I mean, Trevor didn't blow the doors off the place. He's not very good. ETN's decent. Parker Washington's a good little player. Shout out to Penn State. And the interception that Geno threw was horrific. There's no doubt about it. And if you add a bunch of stuff up, that could have cost us the game, sure. But, a missed extra point means that they have to go get 3 instead of 4. Brock Bowers. Unbelievable. And because of this opens up the big playability. Ashton had 9 yards per play. Trey had 12 yards per play. Michael had 8 yards per play, 6 yards per play, 14 yards per play, 8 yards per play. Pull him out with a pick. I forgot about that. That felt like 10 years ago. And, of course, Geno. 10 incompletions, almost 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm struggling to find the angle because obviously, like, the season's toast in terms of making the playoffs. If you win this game, maybe you have a chance. But now we got to flip the script and go play the Denver Broncos on Thursday. But this is kind of what we thought the season was going to be, this team. Because if you win 8 or 9 games and you miss the playoffs, that's a building block for the future. And I do think there's a lot of positives. Oh, no, I said the word positive to take away from this game. Because the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Chiefs. Like, they're not world beaters, but they're a pretty decent football team. They might win their division. Well, I guess the Colts lost today. I don't know. They might make the wild card. I forgot about the Colts. Weird year overall. If Brock Bowers is out there the whole season, maybe we have 4 wins right now. We'd probably beat the Bears, so we'd be 3-3, and we'd be 4-5. Instead of we'd be 4-6. I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. This is kind of what I thought this team would be. Have to score a lot. Defense plays decent. Splash plays. And moving forward, I do think we're going to be competitive in a lot of these games. I don't think you're going to see another 31-0. Maybe when you play the Eagles or the Chiefs one more time. Although the Chiefs lost again today. Kind of sneaky. Can't beat the Bills in the regular season. Not that it matters, because they beat the Bills every single time in the postseason. But I don't know, man. I'm struggling to find the angle. What's the angle here? Help me out in the comments. Geno played better. Like, a lot better. Significantly better. Like I thought he would. I guess it just comes down to the trade deadline here now, right? Jacoby Myers. I think there was like rumblings of JPJ. I don't really think that's going to happen. Max Crosby's not going to get traded. Maybe Malcolm Kuntz. I don't know. Max had a sack today. Defense was okay. But these long drives just kill me. And it feels like, I don't know. It feels like Patrick Graham never gets a lot of criticism because the defense does play really well. But in the biggest moments, like I said, holy hell, can we not get the stop? Like, just don't let him get to the 45-yard line. And he had a chip shot field goal that he barely made. And going for 2, by the way, was the right decision. And, of course, when Jacksonville wins the toss and then receives, which was bonehead, inexplicable that happened. That was a horrific coaching. You should always defer. They go right down the field, take up half the period. We can't force a field goal if our life depended upon it. And then we get the ball and go right down the field. Special teams, by the way, massive improvements, obviously, besides the missed kick. Massive improvements. They had a long-ish run back, but we had a couple. So, the good outweighs the bad there. But then we go down the field, and Chip Kelly was very, very good today. Oh, well, he had Brock Bowers. Okay, yeah, that's what the offense is designed around. There's not many play callers in the league that can call a good game without their top people. It's like Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan, and that's it. And maybe Sean McVay. Nobody thinks Chip Kelly is one of those guys. But he's good when he has his horses. And Geno's okay when he has his horses. Now, there is like a 20% chance that we could just be cursed. They might have built Allegiant Stadium on an ancient burial ground. It just is what it is. And we got to do some sort of ritual to get out of this because we are inventing ways to lose. But you have to go for 2 in that situation. Pete Carroll, that was the right call. And it was a great play call, and Tyler Lockett was wide open. I don't blame Geno Smith for the tip pass. People are going to do that because, again, this is just a weird game to talk about, and I understand the frustration, and we are now 2-6. But I do believe this team is going to be competitive moving forward, and this is why I thought, Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly were right for the job. Because when everybody is healthy on the offensive side of the ball, you can compete with a lot of teams in this league, and you got to start stacking some competent-looking football games because, when Antonio Pierce went on his long losing streak last year, besides the Chiefs game, every game was like over in the second quarter. And we've had our fair share of that. But we've been depleted. And with our guys fully healthy, like I predicted, this offense was going to open up and it was going to look significantly better. And I stand by that. So, I get it. It's frustrating. I get it. And I'm just as upset and angry as everybody else. But this is kind of what I thought we were going to look like throughout the whole season. And hopefully that can maybe talk you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Talk you off the ledge. Join the Patreon, though. Shout out to my $5 and $10 patrons. Shout out to my YouTube members. You can join all that. Link in the description below. Join my Discord down below. It's completely free. Please be sure to subscribe. It's free out there. No charge you. I love you guys. Looking forward to the draft. And I'll see you next time.